Hey, Leo, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Leo, I'm hearing right away here the phrase or the words, don't sugarcoat. Don't sugarcoat. So there could be important conversations, important communication, or something that you are speaking of or speaking about where you're being real, you're being honest, you're being authentic. So I'm getting here that it's important to get to the nitty gritty, regardless of how challenging or how difficult that can be for you. Don't sugarcoat things. So for example, let's say that you're in a relationship, but you're just trying to keep the peace. Maybe you feel like you're walking on eggshells, but you don't want to stir the pot by telling someone how you really feel or asking your partner for what it is that you really need. You may want to rethink things. Okay, same goes for career. I sense that there could be some things that need to shift. Okay, and it may be difficult being honest with yourself, being honest with others, and it may stir things up, Leo. And that's interesting because I see here in the near future there is going to be a little bit of chaos and conflict. However, the stars are aligning for you to get to the nitty-gritty, get to the root of a situation so you can be in your highest form, your highest energy, so you can head towards that higher level of commitment, so you can be in that job that you love, so you can feel good mentally, physically, and within your body, your health as well. So I do sense that help is available. Another example would be going to a therapist or going to a coach or going to a mentor and not sugarcoating it. Lay it all out there, because I feel the more that you are real, the more that you are authentic, or you are conversing with someone else and they are showing you their true colors, it's important for you to speak up as well. Now, you have a leg up here in the recent past. This is about resources, support, leaning on others, possibly others leaning on you. Now, you could also be in a profession where you are a caretaker, or you could be taking care of littles or taking care of sick parents, or maybe you just are supporting a lot of people at this time in your personal world or your professional. But I am getting here that you deserve happiness and love just as much as you dish it out. It's important for you to get that in return, Leo. So I'm also getting strong Aries energy here, and I'm also feeling a little bit of Gemini. Now, you could have these placements in your chart, or you're dealing with one of those signs. I also feel that there could have been some shifts around that Lionsgate portal. So that portal was activated at the end of July and ended around the 12th or so of August, but the key point was the 8th, 8/8, that Lionsgate portal. So there was something significant around that time where now you may be accepting help in a way or a form that you never have before, or someone could be asking you for help and they've never asked maybe for help from you before. So I do like this energy. It comes with compassion. It's motherly. It's parental. It is it's universal love as well. It's humanitarianism. It is being able to help the next person and showing that you care in unlimited ways, and showing that other people care about you in unconditional ways, because there may have been something that felt a little bit conditional, but I feel like you are breaking wide open here in a way, Leo, for you to receive, because your middle card here is the yin energy. And as I say, Leo, that Lionsgate portal, that would have been you. So again, yeah, that was your time being activated. So a lot of shifts around that time internally. Now you have the yin, and this is about receiving. Maybe it's receiving this help, receiving love. For some of you, you could have went through, maybe this was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or 10 months ago. You may have went through a situation in life where you separated from society, separated from your family, separated from a loved one. There is this energy I'm getting of hermits. So we may see the hermit showing up, but I feel like you separated your energy But within that separation, you put up a little bit of a wall. And you put up this wall because that's what we humans do. We put up walls in order to protect ourselves. But that wall is coming down here. And I do feel, especially with all of that ice and all of that snow in the background, something is melting here. Something is shifting. Something is taking precedence now in your life that is pivotal, that is important, whether it's a relationship, a job, a career, health. It is on the forefront and it cannot be missed. This is a very pivotal time in your life, and you may feel like you're at a crossroads, Leo, but please trust and know that you're not alone. Absolutely not alone. And some of you have lost. Okay, you've loved, you've lost, there's been heartbreak, there's been rejection, there's been all the things that we humans go through, but remembering that you are a soul having these experiences happen for your, your evolution can help. And you have here this yin energy of receptivity, receiving now that it's okay to let your guard down, that it's okay for you to melt some of these ice caps that maybe you were creating a sense of. You felt maybe even a little bit bitter because I'm getting bitter. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm getting the name. I think it's a name. Ruiz, Ruiz, or maybe it means something in a different language. It could be a place, a location, a last name. Again, please take that as it resonates. Ruiz. They're not saying it to me. I'm seeing the spelling. Ruiz. Now, in the near future, Leo, you have chaos and conflict followed by the fates. When the fates card shows up, it's all about that serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change and give me the strength to embrace the things I can, right? Along those lines. Now, some of you, there's been a lot of change and you may be questioning at this time, why did that happen? How can I move on from this? How do I heal from a situation? By being open, by not closing yourself off, by embracing the flow of life. And that is so much easier said than done, Leo, I know. But we are creatures of habits and routine. And when that routine and those habits get shaken up, when we have something that comes in and we need to get off our chest, or we have to have that heart to heart with a loved one, or you get the call that there's a life-altering health issue, right? Or whatever it may be, it can be difficult for us to accept that life is happening for us because we can drop down at times to that victim mentality. And again, there's no criticism, there's no shame. If we tend to feel that criticism or if we tend to feel like a victim at times, allow yourself these waves of emotion and know that this too shall pass, because what I'm getting here is something better is coming in. Once you are riding this wave, which you already are, this wave of emotion, it's important for you to feel the ups and downs. It's okay if one day you wake up and you're happy and you're thinking, okay, life is happening, life is great. And the next day you're riding on that lower low of that coaster and you just want to stay in bed all day, or you're crying, you feel the emotions, you feel it, because there's a lot happening here. And for those of you star seeds or light workers, you may be picking up on the energy of what's going on around the world. Now, I am getting here for you, Leo, as well. There could be some shifts on a global, worldwide level, and you may be questioning, why do these things happen, right? Why would somebody walk into a school and do what they do? Why would this person fly into a building, right? Why are these things happening? So I am getting here, there's news that comes in, or whether this is external globally, or whether this is something within your life, and it doesn't have to be as extreme. Maybe this isn't your reading, and that's okay, but I certainly sense that after some sort of difficult time, it brings people together. And of course, that's not why, these things happen. Of course, there's a whole nother sidebar here about mental health and all of that. But I feel like it's important for us to see in order for us to make a difference, make a change. Now, some of you are thinking of shifting a career and you're thinking it'll be chaotic, right? Because you went to school for something, or maybe you've studied or trained, and you may be questioning, can I really make this shift 20 years into my career? And the answer is yes. Some of you have been in a relationship for 33 years, and you may be saying, can I be who I want to be? Who am I when I'm not in this relationship, right? Who am I on my own? So you may be asking the bigger questions, and it's okay for you to shake it up a little bit. It's okay for you to dream, because what's actually happening is the stars are aligning at this time for you to heal on a deeper level than you ever have. It's card 17, and that's the star card, and we also see the stars showing up here. So this is all about inspiration. It's about hope. Whatever those dreams are that you've had, and maybe those dreams cease to exist in the timing that you thought, or maybe you've given up on that dream, or maybe you thought that dream was never going to happen. That is why things are shaken up, stirred up, maybe even a little bit chaotic. Maybe there's conflict, but it's in order for you to let something fall in order to head towards your dreams. So this is really powerful energy, Leo. Let's take a look and see what is coming in here. Let's clarify the leg up. Now, some of you may be 34 years old, 33, because we have 33 and 34. You may be born on the 2nd or the 17th. Now, let's clarify this leg up. What's happening here with the help? What do we need to know around this leg up card? Polar bear, some of you may live in Alaska, or you live in a place that is cold at this time. I'm also getting here that some of you want to hibernate as well. You may have felt like hibernating because of the stress or because of the conflict. I'm also getting here something along the lines of self-sustaining. So whether it's you growing a garden, whether it's you learning about how to survive, whether it's you planting a garden or planning how to do that. It could be canning. It can be anything that helps you when, not just when things are a little bit difficult, but it helps you survive, and you're getting back to the roots is kind of what I'm getting here. Back to the roots. Is that someone's business name? Something along the lines of roots, or back to, because I'm getting here, getting back to some sort of original or authentic. Maybe this is a piece of you that you're getting back into the swing of things, or some of you are taking a look at peeling the layers that have conditioned us over time. You're peeling back the layers, right? It's getting to the nitty gritty. A lot of the same energy here, a little bit in Aries. So if you feel like you've been repeating a cycle and you're dealing with an Aries, or you have strong Aries placements, or if you resonate with a repetitive cycle, Aries is in our north node on a global level. And because I am picking up on global energy, you may benefit from watching that one as well. Okay, there's Aries. Just to clarify that, yep, the Aries energy is the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, teamwork, making that dream work. Some of you are healing between sibling rivalry, something within the family dynamic. It could be a friend group. There may have been a falling out. For some of you, you've lost your father, okay, or you've asked your father for help. Okay, this could also be inheritance coming in for the siblings, and that could help you out. Whew, look at these goosebumps. There's something along the lines of authority, making a move, working together to create something better. You know the old saying, 4 eyes are better than 2? I kind of get that here with people, right? The more people that can help you, that are on your side, your soul tribe, the better off you will be. There's a coming together. And even though there could be something that was difficult, now, not all of you have lost your father, but some of you have. And it may have brought your father together, or it could have, or brought your family together, or it was a situation that you've had to heal from. And it may have affected all of you in different ways. You know, sometimes when I work with people, the perception of this, let's say this is a group of 3 siblings here. Some of you are in a group of 3 siblings, or maybe you have 3 children yourself and you are dealing with getting additional help, whether you're with the father of your children or not. But I am getting that everyone has their own soul's path, their own journey. I'm also getting here that there could have been a vehicle accident. Please take that if it happened in the past. Someone may have had a leg that was affected in a vehicle accident, because they're actually showing me the leg card on the leg up. So someone may have had to help out a family member, a child, or a friend. There may have been crutches involved, or maybe surgery done. Again, that's only if it's happened in the past and it resonates with you now. But the Emperor is making a move. And this is important because you see that he's holding a chess piece, and we don't want to rush in the game of chess. So I feel like this mirrors or mimics life in a way. Life is like a game. Life is like that chess game. And yes, sometimes we're impulsive. Sometimes we make the wrong move. Sometimes we need to look at what our opponent is doing. But ultimately, we just want to succeed without causing, harm, without being destructive. But we need to use our mind, okay? Because, well, guess what? The emperor needs the empress energy as well, because together they can move miracles. Now, I'm not talking about a physical partner. This is masculine and feminine energy that you may be embracing as well. But I sense that it's important for you to think things through before you make a rash decision. But it's important also for you to speak up and share your thoughts, share your story, heal. There could also be a family secret that came out that you were not expecting, or maybe you knew all along. But I feel good about something being released because it's going to cause some deep, deep, deep healing. And for some of you, you're breaking a generational trauma cycle that maybe was very difficult for you growing up, especially if this emperor was or is your father, okay? I also sense that this can be governing agencies or those in charge. There could be some new structures, some new systems in place. We may hear that authorities or people in charge want to help. Okay, it may take you by surprise. There could be, again, I'm getting here, new systems or new ways of doing things. We may be hearing about currency. I know that there's a lot of planets going retrograde this month, but I do feel like there could be some big shifts and changes. And I feel that there's going to be help here in some way, shape, or form. All right, let's clarify the receptivity with the yin energy. What do we have here for receiving? What does Leo need to know about this receiving? What are you receiving, Leo? Because I feel like this is you receiving something. Okay, you're receiving the truth. You see through a situation. You are being honest with yourself. And because you're being honest with yourself, you're able to open up. And it's going to take time. You have the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is exactly what we were just talking about with that chess piece, the game of life. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords tends to be impulsive, tends to rush in at times. But this Knight of Pentacles, you can see that his pant legs are rolled up. He's walking barefoot. He has his pentacle on his back there. And he has this trusty horse, his best friend, behind him, where he doesn't need to control, right? He goes with the flow, and he knows that if he trusts his intuition and he makes logical choices moving forward, that things are going to turn out a lot better for him. And the first step is getting honest with oneself. It's coming out of denial. It can be about hidden truths, secrets, things coming to light, just what we spoke about here in the past. So I like this. You're receiving, even though it can cause a little bit of disruption, it's something that is needed, it's something that is required, and it's something that will ultimately help you move towards some big dreams, okay? Now, some of you may have felt like those dreams would never happen because you've been through a traumatic experience, but I feel like that is not the truth here. That may have been the lie that you were telling yourself. That'll never happen. I'll never love the way I love this person. I'll never have my dream job. My business will never be that successful. Whatever lies we tell ourselves, I'll never be fit. I'll never be healthy. I'll never recover from this cancer, right? I want you right now to just take note of what we tell ourselves. And regardless, if someone told you that as your truth and you're hanging on to it, this is time for you to let it go. Now, of course, yes, there are circumstances and situations beyond our control. And that's why we have the Fates card coming in here. But I also sense that there could be a truth that was told to you because of someone else's fears, rejections, or projections that is not your truth. It may have been theirs, but it is not yours. All right, here. Whoa, there's that Hermit we were talking about. So in the future, we have the chaos and conflict followed by the Fates. You have the Hermit, the Ace of Wands, the Devil. So I do feel here that there is a new beginning available to you. But until this point, you're doing a little bit of soul searching. And that's why you have this chaos and conflict, because you're in your feels, you're in your head, you're in your emotions. You may be going through physical changes. You may feel depressed at times. You may feel the need to reach out. Again, there's a lot happening here. If this reading is resonating with you, Leo, but what's happening I see is you have the devil showing up. And what you don't want to do is close yourself off to a situation because you don't want to hear it, you don't want to see it, or you don't want to deal with it. Because you can see in this devil, he's has his hands over his ears here. He feels like he's being pulled along for this ride that he doesn't even want to be a part of. He doesn't even remember standing in line for this wild roller coaster, right? But before he knows it, he's launched into the front seat of the roller coaster and it's already going on full effect. He wasn't even prepared. And I feel it's important for you with this hermit energy to take a little bit of time out. Step back from the situation to allow yourself to feel it all. Okay, feel it all, because it's all going to be okay. And if you, again, like we were talking in the beginning of your reading, if there's some highs and some lows of lows, ride that roller coaster ride, because with every roller coaster ride, it comes to an end. And again, this too shall pass. So for some of you, you've been dealing with maybe feeling burnt out, maybe letting toxic patterns, relationships, addictions, codependency, fears, anything that this devil holds for you. I feel like you're working through it by literally facing it head on, not avoiding it, not being non-confrontational, not numbing it, drinking it, shopping it away. You're dealing with it head on. And because you are doing that, you will be rewarded. Ace of Wands energy is about chasing your dreams, feeling inspired, feeling like you have purpose here on earth. It's feeling optimistic. It feels like you're making a difference in the world, a difference in your relationships. You feel like a good parent or a good friend or a good lover or a good wife or husband, whatever it may be. All the labels that we tend to rack on here on earth. And I feel like there is a new beginning. However, there's a little bit of change coming in for you before you hit this, this big awakening. You're going through the awakening at this time. Let's see what action steps you can do to help you through some of these ups and downs. I'm just hearing buckle up, buckle up. Now we have the Knight of Wands. Don't be impulsive, because that Knight of Wands came up earlier. Remember, we said sometimes that Knight of Wands can be very, action. I'm going to go, go, go. It can even be at times a little bit in and out, a little bit reckless. That's what we don't want to do at this time. You want to just feel. And sometimes with those feelings, you may feel reckless, right? Maybe the reckless for you is eating an entire Tombstone pizza in one sitting and binge watching for 5 hours your favorite TV show. Maybe that feels reckless. For others of you, it's bigger, okay? But Spirit is saying, yes, allow yourself to feel these emotions, but don't numb them is what I'm getting here. And whatever that means, don't freeze them. Okay. Allow yourself help. Allow people to help you navigate through these changes. And the Page of Swords is staying informed. It is about you researching, you diving in, doing the educational piece here as well, because pages can bring in news. And I feel like there's actually good news that's going to allow you to move forward. And you may want to jump the gun quite quickly, but there still could be some healing that needs to take place here. Okay, so there could also be gossip or something you find out. So we talked about this, something you find out, some sort of truth that comes out, and you immediately want to rush forward out of that situation. But Spirit is saying just allow yourself to go organically forward. Just go with the flow instead of rushing, because sometimes when we rush, Leo, we have to come back and clean it up, right? Sometimes when we rush impulsively, it actually puts more time and energy into doing it again, as if we were just to do it right the first time with this Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. We don't have to rush to that finish line. That is what I have for you, Leo. I hope it resonates. A lot of beautiful things coming in as the stars are aligning. But again, as the words of Glennon Doyle, Glennon says, we can do hard things. And so I feel it's important for you to speak up. It's important for you to do the work here. Know that you are loved, know you are worthy, and know that yes, your dreams will manifest, but sometimes we need to step outside that comfort zone and we have to pivot and do things in a new way, because as they say, you continue doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results. I feel like it's important for you to open yourself up to these changes in order to go in a path that is leading you towards your dreams. Thank you so much for being here, Leo, and tuning in today. If this resonates, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine messages out there to those that need it most, and it helps the channel grow. If you're vibing with the energy here, please feel free to hit that subscribe and bell button. Lots of love to you.